What's going on, people, and welcome back to Word on the Corner. You understand? We're back again. You get me? Another day, more word from the corner. You get me? Let's get straight into it, blood. At the Emirates Stadium is where we always begin. Thomas Partey and Arsenal reps are both working on potential exit solutions for the player. There is heavy interest from Saudi Arabia. Arsenal will consider their options if a suitable opportunity arises for a sale. Now, yesterday I touched on it a little bit, that I am very disappointed with this transfer. You get me? People were telling me in the comments, Troops, you wanted us to improve and get better players and upgrade and rare tear tear. But for me, getting rid of Partey is a stupid move, blood. You get me? Because then you're left with Jorginho, El Neni, Lokonga, Fabio Vieira. You're getting rid of Xhaka as well. You understand? It's not guaranteed that Lavia, if he comes in, Rice, if he comes in, are going to hit the ground running and, you understand, do what they did at their previous clubs. You understand? They're going to need to build up that partnership. They're going to have to build the connection, all of that, blood. You get me? And you're losing a whole heap of experience in that midfield. You understand? Because Jorginho, he ain't going to play every game. You understand? It's better if we keep Partey and look to sell other players. You get me? People will then say, Partey's the only one that's sellable. Bro, Lokonga's there. He's young. Get rid of him. You understand? Jorginho, get rid of him. You get me? Keep Partey, bro. You understand? For me, if you keep Partey and then you add Rice and Lavia to it, you're looking good now, blood. You understand? If you get rid of it, then you understand you're kind of softening yourself. But you get me? Hopefully, no serious offers coming for Partey, because I don't want him to leave the club right now. You understand? The main talking point: Kai Havertz, blood. You understand? Now, Arsenal are close to an agreement with Chelsea to sign Kai Havertz for a fee in the region of £65 million, blood. You understand? The medical will be scheduled soon. Big up Ornstein dropping another bomb. I don't like that bomb though. You understand? Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around the Kai Havertz still. It's still, you get me? It doesn't make sense, bro. You understand? For that amount of money, you get me? Like, Chelsea just signed Nketiah. Yeah, we need a striker. They just signed him for 60, and we're signing Havertz for 65. Do you understand? Like, it doesn't make sense, blood. You get me? But it looks like we really do want Havertz. That deal looks like it's soon to be completed. Declan Rice, you understand? The big one, pause. The one that is dragging. You get me? Another offer was rejected yesterday by West Ham. Arsenal offered 75 million plus 15 in add-ons, 90 million bid in total. Arsenal will bid again. The feeling is we're getting closer, as Mikel Arteta wants business done before he sets off for his summer tour in America. Last season, we did get a lot of our signings done. Well, we didn't even tell a lie. We only had Jesus in, blood. You get me? Because we signed Zinchenko when we were out in America. You get me? I think Fabio Vieira. Was Fabio Vieira signed? Yeah, Fabio Vieira was signed by then. But Arteta's trying to get majority of his signings in so he can work on them in pre-season pause and get the team ready to go, blood. You get me? So these men need to hurry up with the bid, blood. You understand? I don't understand this, like, we bid 80 million. Now we bid 90 million. Like, West Ham have said they want 100 million. Yeah? They want 100 million and then he's yours, Arsenal. You understand? Like, people would then say, it's called negotiations and do. Bro, if you call a club and say, how much you want for this player? 100 million. You look at the market, you're like, all right, cool. That fits the asking price that they want. Pay the money, blood. You understand? Like, you get me? All of these excuses for like someone to slip through the door and take him, and then what? The fan base is going to lose their shit, blood. You understand? Let's get this deal done ASAP, and then we can close the door on that, blood. You get me? Urian Timber. Now, reports broke yesterday that we made a 30 million bid for the Ajax defender, which Ajax had rejected, but it is expected that both clubs will find an agreement with each other for the sale of Timber. Personal terms at Arsenal are not a problem as well. So you get me, blood. That one should be getting done and dusted real soon as well. Eddie Nketiah. Now, Arsenal are willing to listen to offers for Eddie Nketiah this summer, but will only sell the striker if their valuation is met. It's believed Arsenal value the player between 30 to 40 million. West Ham, Brentford, and Crystal Palace are all interested in the Arsenal striker. Now, I've seen a lot of Twitter accounts posting, should we sell or keep Eddie? A lot of the fan base now are saying sell Eddie, blood. You get me? When I was saying that at the end of last season, before we gave him the 14 shirt, man are losing their heads, this, that, da. Then he got the 14 shirt. Then he went on to do nothing. You get me? In January, I put it out there again. Unpopular opinion. I would sell Nketiah end of the season and keep Balogun. You understand? Now, man, see Balogun sign up for the Yankee boy them. I'm going to light up the place. You understand? Now people want to keep Balogun over Nketiah, blood. When I've been saying this the whole time. Do you see what I'm saying now, blood? You get me? Ahead of the curve, bro. You understand? Flo Balogun is the better option, blood. You get me? You lot are seeing for your eyes. You know what I mean? It's there, bright as the ring light in front of me, blood. Bright, blood. You understand? Nketiah. Why don't we put Nketiah in the right still? You understand? Okay. West Ham interested, and you man want to save money on the transfer budget for Nketiah. You understand? Because Balogun done said that, yo, he won't be going out on loan. You get me? Like, he's either involved in the first team, not starting, but involved, having a chance, or, get me, he's out. You understand? So for me, Balogun or Nketiah, it's Balogun all day, blood. You get me? Everyone go check on Zar. He's probably crying himself into a pillow right now. Bournemouth, Justin Kluivert will join Bournemouth for 10 million euros. Good deal for them still, you understand? Like I said a couple of days ago, his Pups, top baller. Good signing for Bournemouth, but I still hope they go down after the treatment of Gary O'Neill. Chelsea, Callum Hudson-Odoi is the latest Chelsea player to be approached by a Saudi Arabian club. Now, 4 or 5 years ago, there was a lot of talk about Hudson-Odoi being the next big thing. You understand? I remember Chelsea fans telling me he's better than Saka, this, that, better, higher ceiling than Saka, da-da-da-da. Yeah. How has that gone, blood? You understand? He had a terrible loan spell in Germany last year. You understand? And you get me, blood. It's looking like he's just gonna, you get me, bro, lie in his pockets because, you get me, there's no real interest in him apart from the Saudi clubs, unfortunately. You get me? Because he's a young man, so you don't want to see him rub out. But it's looking like Hudson-Odoi is gonna rub out, blood. You get me? Edouard Mendy to Al Hilal is done. Total agreement between all three parties. He will put pen to paper on a 3-year contract. Hakim Ziyech, another Chelsea player. The Saudi man is clamping all the Chelsea man, blood. He has reached a verbal agreement to join Al Nassr. The contract until June 2026. Agreement also has been reached with Chelsea. Now, we have some news on Fulham today as well, blood. Shout out to Fulham, man, them. You understand? Paulina, fantastic CDM, you understand? Portuguese man, we all know about him. Fulham have slapped a massive £90 million price tag on João Paulina as West Ham target the midfielder to replace Declan Rice. I don't think Paulina's worth 90 million, you get me? I think that's a bit overboard, you understand? I think he's in the 50 to 60 million bracket, you understand? But that's the way football is now, you get me? The fees are going through the roof, like, you understand? To be honest, if they're asking 65 for Havertz, blood, I'd say Paulina's 70 in it then, 75 in it. Because if you're looking at the market, not 90, like, he's better than Havertz though, innit? But, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, blood, like, but I don't think, you know what I mean, no one's going to go for 90 million in it. So they're literally just trying to put off clubs. It's a good idea for them still. Max Aarons, I believe he is the brother that is at Norwich, if I'm correct, brother. I believe he is at Norwich. Fulham are interested in signing him. Right back position is where he would play. I remember when Arsenal were looking at him as well. And I was like, yeah, that would be a good option. You understand? But he stayed loyal to Norwich. But now he might leave the yellow man them. Man City, reports came out this week let me start that again, people. Reports came out this week that it is believed Man City will pay Erling Haaland £865,000 a week. It makes him the highest paid player in the Premier League by nearly £500,000 a week. Now, I've seen that report, and I also saw a lot of the City man them coming out and saying that it's not true, and saying that I think he's on 400 bags a week, but bonuses add up to it being how much, blood? Where's City gone again? £865,000 a week, blood. So I think it's on about 400. I think De Bruyne's on 375,000. I saw like an image yesterday with all the City players. You get me? I think Mahrez is only on 120, bro. That one shocked me, blood. You understand that? That one really shocked me. But yeah, Haaland getting himself a new deal after the first season. Guardiola, Man City's main target, and they are on the verge of agreeing personal terms with Josko Guardiola. They are still far away from Leipzig's asking price, who hope to keep the Croatian, but you know, Man City, they'll get there in the end. And Mateo Kovacic to Man City is basically done. £30 million fee agreed. Personal terms agreed a while ago as well, and he will undergo his medical in the next few days. Man United news: Onana. Man United's interest in let me start that one again, people. Fucking hell, mate. Man United's interest in Andre Onana is real. Inter are waiting to hear what United are willing to offer for the goalkeeper. Fred, man like Fred the Dread. Man United have put a £20 million price tag on Fred amid interest from Fulham. So if Paulina moves to West Ham, then you can expect to see Fred move to Fulham. You get me? Newcastle have made a move for AC Milan midfielder Sandro Tonali. £50 million bid they have put in. We're going to keep our eyes on that. Newcastle are kind of shopping in Serie A, because they went for Barelli. Now they've gone for Tonali. I hope the Italians like the accent, blood. You understand? But yeah, it looks like the Newcastle man them are shopping in Italy. Gucci settings, blood. You understand? Tottenham. Heung-min Son has confirmed he is staying at Tottenham and has no plans to join Saudi. He was quoted as saying, "I have many things to do in the Premier League. Probably win a trophy. Never going to happen. Money doesn't matter to me now. Leave the trophies because he's staying at Tottenham. And the pride of playing football. To play in my favourite league is important. I want to play more for Tottenham." You see how he said you see how he said he wants to play more for Tottenham. Not that he wants to win something for Tottenham, because he knows that is never, ever happening at that club. You get me? Shout out Y2J. And finally, to wrap it up, people, in other news, Luis Suarez is considering. Let me start that one again. Fucking hell, but that's 3 in a row, but hat-trick seconds, man. Shout out Saka. You understand? But Luis Suarez is considering announcing his retirement soon due to knee pain, which has become unbearable, according to himself. Now, the infamous biter, the infamous racial, what's the word, blood? Racial abuser, because he did racially abuse Evra. And the cheat, because when he cheated out Ghana in that World Cup with his version of the hand of God, RIP Maradona. Fantastic player in his heyday, blood, you understand? But it's looking like his time will be coming to an end. Angel Di Maria has agreed to return to Benfica 13 years after leaving the club. Obviously, he made his breakthrough with Di Maria. It's come with Benfica. Di Maria Benfica, it rhymes. But it's come full circle now, and it looks like he will be going back again to Lisbon. Asamoah Gyan, the man who missed the penalty that Suarez did the hand of God to cause the penalty. Absolutely fantastic at Sunderland as well, blood. You understand? They had a bad boy team. Welbeck and the man was in that team. He has announced that he is retiring from professional football at the age of 37. Rafa Benitez is on the verge of taking over as the new manager of Real Betis. And fair play to Rafa, blood. You understand? A lot of these men are taking the Saudi bag. He was offered the bag in Saudi, but he turned it down to return home to Spain. So, yeah, fair play to Rafa. And finally, Damari Gray has switched his allegiance from England to Jamaica and will play in the 2023 CONCACAF Gold Cup starting this weekend. Big up yourself, Damari, blood. You understand? The squad was announced as well. A few people missing from the squad, blood. Ravel wasn't picked, blood. Hector at centre back wasn't picked, blood. There's not a lot of creativity in the midfield, blood. You understand? I don't know if we're gonna drop Bailey into a midfield position. The only one we really got in the midfield is Bobby Reed. You understand? The Fulham and them. But Shamar Nicholson is there, Antonio's there, Bailey's there. You get me? So let's see how we can do. Let's see if we can go further than the furthest we've got. I think the Gold Cup we've got to the final, never won it. So let's try and get to the final, blood. You get me? We've got the new Icelandic coach as well, blood. The man that had them doing the thunderclap settings back in the France Euros. So yeah, good luck to Jamaica. I'll be watching that, blood. You get me? I saw us unfortunately lose a friendly to Jordan 2-1, but a whole heap of the first team didn't even play, but there's a lot of the young G's. So hopefully the man are ready to go for the Gold Cup. That is all the news from the corner today, blood. You understand? Big up everybody that tunes in. You don't already know the vibe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Troops. I'll see you tomorrow, and we're out.